We've been gone a long time. We back now. You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future.
Hello, 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 people. Hello. Hope y'all are doing good still. Hope you are doing good. I just finished, what did I just finish? I just got out of AMC, just finished watching Sinners. That's the new film made by Coogler, who made the Black Panther films. He was working with Michael B. Jordan again for another film, and this time he brought us a film that's it's got a lot of different tones to it. It's a multifaceted type of film. Like, it's got a whole lot of different tones to it. But the main premise is it takes place in 1932, I believe. And it's about these two twins, both played by Michael B. Jordan, actually. It's really cool. The one thing I did know about the film before going into it is I had heard about how they filmed the movie and how they filmed Michael B. Jordan playing both twins. And apparently what they did was, so Michael B. Jordan would film one twin, then he would go back and he would have to wear this helmet thing that had like a bunch of cameras on it, and he would film again, he would film the whole scene again with the helmet on as the one brother. Then he would keep the helmet on, film as the other brother, then he would take the helmet off, and then he would film as his normal self as the other brother. Which is how they got those really cool effects of him, like him passing off and smoking a cigarette with himself. I thought the visual effects were fucking amazing with the twins. Like, I'd never seen, technology is improving and advancing like always, but I never thought we would be able to get that into detail with people playing two characters in one movie. But man, they pulled it off, and they did a phenomenal job with it. At first, it takes a little bit of getting used to with him playing two characters, and you can, in my mind at least, I could, obviously tell it was Michael B. Jordan, so it got a little bit of, it took 20-30 minutes for me to finally start seeing him playing two different characters. It took me a little bit, but as soon as I got intrigued into the story, and yeah, they pulled me in, and they started not only doing the 1930s type of feel for the film, but a horror thriller aesthetic, because it is a vampire film. So halfway through the film, it does turn into this horror thriller type of film, and I loved every single tone they went for, and I loved the stacked cast that was on top of it, and I think his name is Mike Caton or something like that. His last name's Caton. the kid that plays Michael B. Jordan's cousin, that kid did phenomenal, and this is his first ever acting role, like, for anything. And he also has a really great voice. If you stayed behind and actually watched the full credits as well as the 2 after credit scenes, but especially the after credit scenes, the very last scene where the cousin's just sitting there playing the guitar and singing This Little Light of Mine, like, man, his voice, his voice was certainly, definitely heavenly. yeah, he had such a heavenly voice. So did I can't think of her name. I saw it in the credits, but I can't. The name vanished from my mind now. But the girl that had a fling with the cousin, yeah, she also had a really great voice. But yeah, the whole cast was stacked. It was a phenomenal cast. It was a phenomenal story. And I'm gonna have to think about this movie for a couple days before I come back and give a real review. Like, I'm just shooting things off the top of my head that I remember so far. But yeah, I'll be back in a few days and I'll add to this review. But yeah, that's all I can think of right now. There's a lot that I could say about this movie, but I'm just gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off a few days. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get all my thoughts in order for the movie, and I'll I'll come back with a better review for it. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. All right, so it's been a few days since I've checked in with you, and now I'm here to give you more thoughts of mine about the 3 movies I went and watched the other day. So, as you know, I went and watched The Accountant 2, Sinners, and Thunderbolts. I've been thinking about the 3 movies a lot the past 3 days, though, and every time I think about something or bring up something new, um, to, like, someone I talk to Marvel movies about at work, or whenever I've listened to, like, a podcast or whatever that made me think about these 3 movies, I've written down some thoughts in my notepad. So I'm gonna go through these notes, and yeah, let's just talk about these movies some more. Sinners, what an experience! I've been thinking about this movie for the past few days. Between this and Thunderbolts, like, my mind's been nonstop just going crazy thinking about these 2 movies. Uh, and this is the first time in a long time that I've been excited to go back to the movies to watch both of them, to watch both of these films, because I want to dive in and just experience these 2 films again and again and again and again. I'm so excited to go back to the movies to watch these. Sinners, what an experience. What an experience. It's about so many different things at once, but the 2 main things, the 2 main things it's about are that it focuses on, I should say. The 2 main things that it focuses on is music and vampires. The the second thing, vampires, doesn't come in till like halfway to the movie. It doesn't come in until later. But when it does come in, like it is it is something else. The way they do it is something else. The story it mainly focuses on those two things, music and vampires. And the trailer leads you to believe that like the vampires is like an important aspect of this film, which it is. It is. It's a vampire movie, but not as much as you think it would be. Like it's. I'm trying to. I'm trying to respect the film. Like okay, so it's not. I've never seen From Dusk Till Dawn, but this film has a lot of things that reminded me of like a Rodriguez and a Tarantino joint. Uh, like it's got a lot of things that remind me of like the pulpiness, the just the tones that Rodriguez and Tarantino are known for in their films. Like it feels like that kind of film. Um, which is a positive at times and could be taken as a negative at other times. But my opinion, I love every minute of the film. I can't get enough of it. I honestly can't. I can't get enough of it. I want to go back and watch it so much. I just want to yeah, I just want to dive into the film because as much as it is about vampires and the pulpiness, like the pulp fiction, the Sin City, the machete, the machete-ness of it. Like it's so pulpy when it gets to the vampires, and as much as it is about that stuff, like it's the beginning of it when you start watching the film, you're like, okay, so when is the vampires gonna get here? When is the stuff that I saw from the trailers gonna get in here? Um, which isn't a bad thing, but like the timing and the pacing of the film is phenomenal. I'm not uh I'm not trying to diss on the film. I get it's paced phenomenally, but I did look at my phone at the time at one point just to see how long the movie had been going and realized like, hey, we still haven't gotten to the vampires yet. Like I thought this was a vampire movie, but I loved it. Like when it finally did get to the vampires, I was so invested in the other story that they were telling with all the music and the southern blues aspect of the film that I was like, wait, I want more of that story though. Like I want to see more of that. I want to see more of this. Um, I, I forget his name, but he's a new actor. Like this is his first role in any film. I think he plays the cousin of Michael B. Jordan, who sings up on stage, and every time he's singing and playing guitar and like they get into the blues music, like I just want more of that. I wanted more of that. So when they got to the vampires, I was like, but why? I want more of this movie now. Like I'm so invested in this movie. I'm scared of what's gonna happen to these people when the vampires do finally come, you know. But it is a phenomenal movie. I'm telling you, go watch it. And if you can, watch it in IMAX. I haven't been able to watch it in IMAX yet because the IMAX, um, by the time I was able to go to the theater to watch Sinners, the IMAX was playing Thunderbolts, which I wasn't complaining about that because I want to watch Thunderbolts on IMAX. But I wish I had a chance to watch Sinners on the IMAX. They don't they don't leave the movies in the IMAX as long as they used to. But yeah, I love this movie. It's so good. It is so good. So good. And the casting is fucking great. I'm telling you. Like the first, like I said in the first half of this review, when I got out of the theater, like Michael B. Jordan, it takes a while. Like it took me like 20 minutes or so. I I think that's what I said in that review. It took me like 20 minutes or so to get used to him playing two characters. But they do a phenomenal job at separating the two characters and like the way he plays both characters like it once it gets to that point and like the 20-minute point or whatever, like I thought I was so invested in the story and these characters, like I forgot I was staring at two Michael B. Jordans. Like that's how good he is as both characters. I just finished reacting and watching to The Last of Us season 2 episode 4, and that reaction I mentioned the Seraphites. If you know who The Last of Us, the Seraphites or the Skulls or Scars, they're they're portrayed as this cult like group in the game, and in this recent episode that was out, they also portrayed them like that, kind of cultishy. That's also how the vampires are sort of portrayed in Sinners. Um, like I said, like the first half of the film is about so much about like music and just getting to know the characters and this community in the South. When you finally get to the vampires, like it's just some strangers that you run into, and as the film progresses, as you just keep cutting back and forth to seeing the vampires, like they just keep growing and growing and growing into this huge force until it becomes this prevalent force that this main cast has to deal with. Um, but it's portrayed as kind of culty and kind of like colonizers. Like the vampires are portrayed kind of like colonizers, just collecting people, and yeah, it rides a fine line of or dances the line, I should say, because there was a lot of dancing in this film. It dances the line of culture, like I said, the culture of this small community in the South, versus the cult that they have to deal with being vampires, and and not letting the culture of one's self, or of a group of, like, any culture, like nerd culture, music culture, anything. It's about, like, not letting your culture take it too far gone and becoming cult like. And that's what the vampires are like. Vampires started out, this small little dude, and then it became this huge prevalent force towards the end of the movie. And yeah, like yeah, it's crazy, fucking crazy. Crazy that two, not just one, but two things recently are. I mean, there's a lot of, I guess, a lot of culture portrayed in media. The vampires in this movie are just, they're horrific. But I've been also seeing a lot of memes on TikTok of people like, "Hey, if Haley Steinfeld was called my name too, and get me into her cult of vampires, like I'd be all for it." That's what people have been memeing and saying on TikTok, and I'm just like, all right, go for it. I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling for that trap. I I ain't about to be sucked, but blood sucked by a bunch of vampires. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Go watch it several times in the theaters, and support Ryan Coogler, because this is my first film of his that isn't a Marvel film. Like, I've seen the two Black Panthers, of course, but I haven't seen any of the Creed movies. I know I need to watch those, but I haven't. Um, Eventually I'll get to them on the reaction side of my channel. Maybe. I haven't seen Rambo either. I've got I've got like two or three Rambos down here, but I haven't seen any of them. I've bought quite few movies actually from Walmart recently, old and new, that uh I would like to do movie reactions for. So yeah, look out for those. Eventually, I'll be doing more movie reactions once my series reactions, and like all the series that I want to watch go away. Once those get finished, I'll start going back to movie reactions. Um, but yeah, keep an eye out for those, because I have quite a few movies down here and stuff that I have not seen. And I may do Rambo, and I may do, oh, Rocky. That's the name of the movies, Rocky. I haven't seen any of the Rocky movies, and I haven't seen Creed, any of the Creed movies. So yeah, I may do those eventually. Um, until then, I'm going to go support Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld and all of that phenomenal cast and crew of sinners. I'm going to go support them as much as I can in the movie theaters. And yeah, uh, you should do the same. You should go watch this. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. The, Go watch it. You'll love it. I promise you. Just go watch it. Like, Miles Caton, I think is the name of the new and upcoming actor that plays Michael B. Jordan's cousin in this movie. And I'm telling you, you won't want to miss his first film. Like, this is an experience to go have for yourself. Like, he is phenomenal as a blues jazz singer. Like, not really jazzy, but like, he soulful music, like, phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal. And I almost forgot to mention, but if you do go and watch this movie, do not fucking leave during the credits. If you do, you'll hate yourself, because the mid credits scene, it, it's not just a scene. It's not just a scene. It's pretty much a full on epilogue of this movie. After the credits started rolling, like, half the audience left and missed the epilogue of the film. Don't fucking leave. If you go watch it, don't leave. Stay for the credits. Stay for the entire credits, because after the mid credit scene, the normal credits show up, but then after the normal credits, you get a post credit scene of Miles Caton just singing um This Little Light of Mine, I believe. And just that post credit alone is worth it to go watch and stay for the credits. Go fucking watch this movie. I'm promising you that you will have the best experience of your fucking life if you go watch it. Just go watch it. Go support these creators and these phenomenal casting crew. Just go watch it.